Today we're going to be talking about Orlando Brown. Recently he came out, spoke on Michael Jackson and Will Smith raping him, and he had like an outbreak on TV. And a lot of people, of course, blame it on mental issues and drugs. And I'm starting to think that it's more, well, I've been starting to think that it was more than just drugs and mental issues. You know, I'm pretty sure he has a lot of stuff going on. But if Orlando Brown was like just some regular person, I would really think he's kind of senile. But I really do think some of his stories have some type of validity to him due to the fact that he was in the industry. All right. Orlando Brown was in the movie Major Payne. I don't know if a lot of y'all know that, but he was Tiger. Was he Tiger Jackson? No, I don't know his last name from the movie, but in the movie he was Tiger, the little boy who led them at the very end. And funny thing is, the girl Hillary from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air played in that movie, and there was a lot of good bigger names. You know, Damon Wayans was in it. So he's been around for a minute, and plus he was in the whole Disney thing. Now, if you guys not familiar with Disney, Disney is an occultic organization. It's an Illuminati organization. Walt Disney was a Freemason, the man who started, and he also liked to touch kids. And a lot of those children who started on Disney had outbreaks. All right, there's videos of Amanda Bynes. I want y'all to go Google Amanda Bynes meltdown. Okay, it was Amanda Bynes. Did Amanda Bynes? Was she on? She's more Nickelodeon and then Disney, but I think she did have something to do with Disney. But what I'm saying is they all have breakdowns. Britney Spears started out. She was on the Mickey Mouse Club, her and Christina Aguilera and Justin Timberlake, all of them. There was something called the Mickey Mouse Club that produced a lot of celebrities, a lot of MK Ultra asset children. All right. Who else came from there? Oh, even Stevens, my boy Shia LaBeouf, he had a breakdown not too long ago, a couple years ago. You see, he just went off the rails. He's playing in Hollywood A-list movies. Now I know where he goes off the rails. Now, this can happen to anybody. I'm not saying people just can't go off the rails, but it's kind of crazy that these celebrities are all having similar meltdowns, and it's part of the MK Ultra programming. And I want y'all to understand that there's a highly big chance that Orlando Brown is an MK Ultra asset. All right. Now with MK Ultra, they like to split their minds and give them different personalities. If you watch the previous video that he just dropped, where he was talking about Michael Jackson and Will Smith molesting him as a child, or raping him as a child, at the very end, he comes from Orlando Brown, and he comes from Trent to Orlando Brown. So that guy screaming and yelling, that's Trent. That character, that's Orlando Brown. And then when he, at the very end, he said, yeah, Trent's gone. He started picking his hair, he said, Trent's gone. He's a wild guy, but I done said what I had to say. Trent's gone, I'm back. That's them splitting, his mind split. He has different personalities. That's why with certain celebrities, like Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, Nicki Minaj had Roman, Lil Uzi Vert has Renji. Who else? It's a whole long list of them. They always have like these different personalities. And they always have, that's part of splitting the mind. And a lot of these celebrities do it. Even T.I. did it with Tip versus T.I. Whenever you see like the celebrities have like their face split in half, and there's one part they're showing different names or different sides of them, that let you know they went through the MK Ultra mind control asset. When a lot of these celebrities get on, they got to go to the cloning facility. All right. And I do kind of believe some of the stuff that he was saying, because there is such thing as a Trent Jackson. Y'all go look him up. Of course, me being the internet researcher I am. I also like to read books and stuff. I also research other stuff, but I looked up a Trent Jackson, and in February 10th, 2017, Michael Jackson's mother filed a lawsuit against her nephew. She's saying that they say that Trent Jackson is Jermaine Jackson's son. Okay, I didn't see no images of him, but it did say that he was mentally unstable, and that she had to get a restraining order from him. Okay, Orlando Brown is mentally unstable. Now there is a Trent Jackson. There's also a Trey Smith with Will Smith, because I think in the video where Orlando Brown, he was saying Trent and Trey. I couldn't understand, but I'm pretty sure he was saying Trent most of the time. So there is a Trent Jackson. All right, and he was talking about Michael Jackson as if Michael Jackson is still alive. In the video, he said, "Hey, every time I see you, I want to slit your face. I want to cut you." So I personally still believe that Michael Jackson is still alive. Go look up Dave Daves. He's perpetrating right now as a burn victim. A lot of these celebrities like to fake their death to get out of debt, and order is to get away from lawsuits, or just to get out of the public eye, because Mike had a lot of power, and they know they didn't want him alive for too long, and his time was up. But I personally do still think he's alive. And A lot of people want to defend Mike and say Mike didn't touch kids. I personally believe he touched them. I'm a grown man, all right? No other child is sleeping in my bed unless they're my children. And my kids are big now. They're not babies no more. They got to sleep way on the other side of the bed. We sleep head to toe. Or y'all got to be big kids and go sleep in your bed. But no other man kids are laying in my bed. That's not about to happen. It's never going to happen. That's not how I roll. And if I meet any man doing that, I got to check him. That's just how it goes. Michael Jackson was a 35-year-old man sleeping with other people's kids in his bed. And everybody will say, well, he didn't have a childhood. That doesn't make it cool. That doesn't make it cool at all. Just because you didn't have a childhood. There's other things. Just because you had these issues does not mean you get a pass to do something that's just not cool. So some people want to say he didn't do it. I personally believe he did. He had a lot of kids. And I think there's a rumor that Orlando Brown tried to sneak into Michael Jackson's Neverland thing. But yeah, man, I really do think that he has some type of validity. Orlando Brown did have some type of validity to the stuff that he was saying. Now, is he out of control? Is it mentally unstable? Is it drugs? He acts as if he's on a lot of drugs, but what I think it is, a lot of the stuff, he couldn't handle all the psychological stuff they done to him. They do a lot of psyops to him, a whole lot of stuff. And you notice a lot of these celebrities go in and out. You seen 2 Chainz freeze up on channel, not on channel, on TV. He was on ESPN, he froze up. Cardi B froze up. Shaq froze up. You know, a lot of those celebrities freeze up on TV because their brains are just warped. They go through a lot of psyops. Imagine being waterboarded. Is it waterboarded? Waterboarding? I think where they put the towel over your face and sprinkle water on it. Flashing lights in front of your face. Go watch that movie, Conspiracy Theorists with Mel Gibson. That will show you what they do to a lot of those celebrities with the MK Ultra training. A lot of it. But yeah, man. Is there anything else I want to speak on about Orlando Brown? I really do think that he had a lot of issues going on there. He had a lot of stuff to say about that. And we just can't keep saying that it's drugs. Even with him saying this thing about Nick Cannon. Oh, I want to say this. We all know that it's a child pedophile ring that runs a lot of this hot stuff in Hollywood. A lot of those kids, these teenagers we see, Macaulay Culkin got touched as a kid. And he came out and said it. Now, Macaulay Culkin deserves his own video. Y'all want that in the comment section, say, leave a thumbs up or something. Say, hey, we want the Macaulay Culkin breakdown because I can break that down. The guy had issues. He was touched a lot. And remember when Dave Chappelle made that joke, which kind of made me look at Dave differently because he made a joke. He was like, if you're going to be a pedophile, why not mess around with Macaulay Culkin? That's one of the biggest child stars in the world. I'm like, and you got to think, a lot of those pedophiles probably did think like that. Pedophiles are sick. They are sitting there looking at these kids on TV and like, oh, we want to smash them. It's almost like, imagine a man. Okay, I'm going to give myself an example. When I'm watching Summer Olympics and the female volleyball's on, I'm not watching the volleyball game. My channel be dead, like I'll be front and center just watching. I'm being a perv. I'm watching them women bounce around, playing. Pedophiles do the same thing except with kids. They watch these little movies and stuff, so they probably did watch Macaulay Culkin and think like that about him. All right, so what I'm saying is that a lot of these child stars end up having a lot of sex with each other. They make them have sex. Remember the movie Butterfly Effect, where he brought the little girl down, he said, hey, kiss her, do that, and they recorded it? They do that with a lot of those celebrities. Remember when Orlando Brown said he ate Raven-Symoné out? He went down on her, and she went down on him? Now, I'm pretty sure that was recorded. And then Nick Cannon went down on him. They was all probably doing that. And it's all messing with him. Now, I can tell that it messes with him a lot. A whole lot. One thing is he doesn't have the fame. He doesn't have the money. And who would have known Orlando Brown would have been, if you watch That So Raven, excuse me, if you watch That So